Hello, my name is Franny Biggie. I'm the owner of Rhino Cat Designs based in the Pacific Northwest, and I am going to be teaching you today how to use Adobe Illustrator to create a word cut on your Glowforge or any laser cutting machine that you might have, so that you'll go from a font to something like this, larger or smaller depending on which Glowforge you have. But we will get started, not waste any time, so I'll share my screen. And we are now in Adobe Illustrator, so you can have any version of this, and I'm sure it works in any design program. But you'll just start out by creating your word, and you can use any font. Just make sure that you have the commercial license to be able to use it. You don't want to get sued or get a cease and desist order from anybody, but today I'm just using a basic cursive script as an example. So now that I have it typed out, this is still a type font, which won't actually cut if you upload it into the Glowforge. You do want to make sure that your file is saved as an SVG. I'm going to bounce around a bit, so bear with me. SVG files are able to cut and engrave once you upload them into the Glowforge app. So we do know that this is a type font, so the first step you want to do is go up to type, which is where we start, and you hit create outlines. Another shortcut key that's really helpful is hitting Shift, Control, and then the letter O. And so you don't have to go through your file types, and you can go a lot faster than just clicking everywhere. If you press the Control Y button, you'll notice that the font actually overlaps with each letter. And in the Glowforge app, it will actually cut them out that way, which we don't want. So if you select the word and go up to Object, Path, Outline Stroke, it's now an object that you can blend together. Once it's that object, you can go to Pathfinder, which I keep over here in my toolbar, hit the merge button, and now it is one happy little word cut. But one thing that you might notice is this is very, very thin, and I only have it at about a 2-inch size right now, which then would cut very, very delicately. I can make it a lot larger, which would make it a bit stronger, but if you press the Alt key and scroll, you can scroll out. I want to make sure that this is a sturdy little cut once I cut it out. So one thing that you can do is go to Object, Path, and Offset Path, and you can make it slightly larger so it thickens these thinner areas. Hitting the preview, that obviously is way too large and not the look that I'm going for. But I can do 0.005, or I can even do, I think 0.01 would be fine. Hit the OK button. If you press Control Y again, you'll notice that it now has 2 lines, which is not how you want it to cut. So you'll just hit the merge button right away, and it blends it all together. So now you have that. And another thing that's really helpful is if you want your Glowforge or your laser to engrave this part but have it still be a cutout, you can do that as well. Just make a copy of the word. Move it out of the way, and we'll change its color. Well, we'll change its color in a minute. So if you go to Object, Path, and Offset Path, and have it be the size that you want to cut. So let's say we wanted a larger cut. Preview that. That should be perfect. I'll hit OK. And we'll blend it. And now the inside, we'll change it to a different color because Glowforge, you want to make sure each color is its own individual thing, because you have to assign each color a role once you upload it into the Glowforge file. I want to make sure that it cuts the center of all these pieces too. Again, if you hit the Alt and scroll key, you can scroll in and out. And these guys. Now you have what you can use to cut. So you'll want to center both of these. I like to use my Align tool. So if you select both of the items, I keep my Align tool down here at the bottom. I also have it over here in my toolbar. But I just hit the center, and now they're both centered. To send this one to back, you can either right-click it and hit Arrange, Send to Back, or I like using the shortcut keys, which is Shift, Control, and then the left bracket bar. So now when you upload this into your Glowforge, You can use the black as your engrave and the green as your cut and have a cute little outline. But if you wanted something more like the gold happy that I showed in the beginning of the video, you can just get rid of this green part. You don't need that at all. If I can actually get rid of it. So you can use both, one or the other, but hopefully that's helpful for today. I'll take it off screen share. Make sure you save it as your SVG and you should be ready to go. And then you should get one little happy sign. I used some spray paint to paint this one. I just made it out of the Glowforge proof grade draft board. It's a mouthful, but that's it. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will plan on uploading tutorials almost every week. And then you can also follow along RhinoCat Designs on Etsy, Facebook, or Instagram. I do sell my files on Etsy as well as some wood items too. So check me out there. Let me know if you want to learn anything else, and I'm happy to create a special tutorial for you too. And I will see you all later. Bye for now.